have to do this all over again because Mumtaz, my dearest sister-in-law, also known as my mother-in-law, decided to call and it just cut my video. So I need to start this all over again. Oh my god, kill me now. Hi guys, I just realized that I never greeted you guys and I promise I'm done ranting. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have had an awesome week. So if you guys watched my last video, I did the Maybelline makeup haul, and while I was doing that, I said, oh my god guys, I haven't done such a dramatic eye in a long time. And I usually, after I'm done editing a video, which takes forever, I usually put a small little clip or a snippet to let you guys know that I've uploaded a new video, and I usually add that to all my social media platforms. Now on Instagram, I've noticed you guys are very quiet. You'd usually send me messages like privately, but you wouldn't actually post it on, like, comment on the actual picture. And I'd like to ask you guys to please do that, because if I want other brands to come on board, like, it helps to see that there's a lot of interaction, and I do have a lot of interaction, but it's just private. Like, I don't know why people feel the need to just send a message privately. I don't know if it's because they don't want to seem like they're actually that interested, but whatever the case may be, Snapchat, you guys, oh my word, I absolutely love you guys. You always send messages, you always comment, you always give feedback, you're always willing to tell me what you'd like to see. And this week it was hilarious. After I loaded that and you guys actually watched it, more than 30 people have sent me messages saying, girl, that ain't dramatic. Please do a proper dramatic eye, like full the works, eyeshadow, foundation, whatever the case may be. And you guys asked for it, and this is the look. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm back. I went ahead and put my hair to the back. I moisturized, I primed, and I now need to get into foundation. You guys know that I hate foundation, but you wanted, obviously the whole purpose of this video is because you wanted a fuller look. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Superstay 24 foundation. Now if you guys have watched my last Maybelline haul, you'd see that I grabbed the color Ivory. It looked amazing at that time, and remember I told you guys that I do oxidize, so I think a few hours later it started looking a little bit sandy and a little bit darker than what I'm generally used to. So I went ahead and picked up another one, which is number 5, which is the light beige. So these are the two bottles. So the one is too light and the one is a little bit too dark. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the two and then just apply that to my face. So I've got a wet beauty blender. I feel like you can't really see in the camera. Like, it looks like I'm applying absolutely nothing to my face. I am applying very little, but there is product. I'm still trying to record with the DSLR camera. The problem is that I don't have a ring light, and I also don't have the flip camera, the little screen, so I can't really see what's happening. Last week I recorded an entire tutorial only to find out that the entire thing was out of focus. So I'm still using my phone, but I'm getting there guys, slowly but surely. I hope this is a little bit more clear because I am sitting right in front of the window. The foundation is done. I think it is light to medium coverage. I think you can build on it to get that medium to heavy coverage, or full coverage rather. I just don't want to have that cakey look for someone that doesn't wear foundation to just do a full face of makeup. I know it is a video and whatever the case may be, but I am going out after this, so I don't want to look too cakey, but I actually went ahead and put on quite a bit. This is definitely more than what I'm used to. So yeah, I think it looks quite even and quite natural. So now that the foundation is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eye makeup. Usually at this point I go ahead and do my brows, but if you watch my last tutorial, you'd know that I started using the Maybelline brow tattoo. Why is my throat so dry? Sorry guys. So yeah, so I started using the Maybelline brow tattoo. I'm loving it thus far. I do it every 7 to 8 days. It is fading a little bit at the beginning, but I don't think it's anything drastic that I actually need to go ahead and fill it in. So I'm just going to leave the natural look and we'll get straight into the eyes. So you guys have never seen me do this before. Well, not as drastic as I will be doing it now because I'm doing a heavier eye. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using a concealer, and I'm going to use the Tarte Maracuja or Maracuja, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's the Creaseless concealer. This is what it looks like. So I'm just going to use a flat angled brush. It's quite thick and a little goes a long way. So you guys are going to have to excuse me because I'm using the mirror at the bottom. I hope you can actually see that. Just spreading that out on the eyelid. Now this settles very quickly, or rather it dries very quickly. So unlike other concealers where you can do both eyebrows or rather both eyes and then go in with the wet beauty blender, I'm gonna have to do it immediately before I move on to the next eye. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set that with my wet beauty blender. I'm just dipping it into my powder, which is the Superstay 24 Hour from Maybelline, so it's the same range as the foundation. Make sure that there's no creases on your eyelids or anywhere when you're generally concealing before you go ahead and set it with your powder, because once you set it, that crease is going to stay for the rest of the day. So for today's look, I'm going to use the two Kylie palettes. Wow, this light is really, really bright. So let's just go out there. The one is the Holiday 2016 palette and the other one is the bronze palette. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Holiday palette. So I'm going to go ahead and use this color over here, which is Chestnut. Oh no, my bad, sorry, it's Sugar Cookie. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush and I'm just going to be working that into the crease in circular motions. If you get it on the eyelids, that's fine, but try not to get it anywhere up. You don't want to work it up into your brow bone. So we want to start off very light and we want to build on that color. I love the Kylie palettes. I feel like okay, you guys know I'm crazy over the matte lipsticks, and no, I'm not getting paid to say this, but the eyeshadows blend, the colors are so pigmented, and usually like certain colors, once you put them on, you have to like layer them all the time to actually get that intensity, or you have to go, or if it does work and it is intense, then you have an issue blending it out. But I love these, they're so soft. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this color over here, which is Nutcracker. And I'm going to concentrate again on the corners, or rather on the outer corner. And then whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just going to blend that towards the crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the bronze palette, and I'm going to use the color Tiger Eye, just to warm that up a little bit. I'm focusing on the same area. I'm just putting that in. So using a flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and use the color from the Holiday 2016 collection, which is Nutcracker. It's this color over here. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and use the MAC Studio Fix and just lightly spray my brush, just so that I get a little bit more of an intense color. And I'm just going to stack that on in the center. So whatever's left over on the brush, I'm just going to drag that out and cover the entire lid. Now I'm not blending because I don't want to take away from whatever we've worked on in the corner. So I'm just lightly stacking it on with a light patting motion. Now using a flat stack brush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Prosecco Pop from my favorite. You guys know I absolutely love this kit from Jaclyn Hill. So it has your blusher, bronzer and highlighter all in one. And I'm once again going to spray that with the Studio Fix spray. Again, just to make it a little bit more intense. And I'm going to use the Prosecco Pop and just use that in the center. It's almost like you're creating a little halo. I hope you guys can actually see that. Oh my god, I think I just blocked the light completely, but as you can see, I just stacked that in the center. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I'm sure you get the concept. Then I'm going to go ahead with a smaller brush. This is from MAC and it's number 210. I absolutely love this brush, but it's a dry brush. I'm not using the Studio Effects. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the Champagne Pop, which is the other highlighter. It's this color over here. And I'm just gonna use that in the inner corner. And a little bit on my brow bone. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Hyper Sharp Wing from Maybelline. Now I used this in the last tutorial. As I said, I didn't like the consistency of the eyeliner. I love the brush though, but what's a girl gotta do, right? I gotta go ahead and use this until I can go and get some eyeliner. I love this brush, guys. I absolutely love it. So I'm not going to do a very heavy line. Eyeliner done. As you can see, I didn't do too much of a heavy bold eyeliner look. It's just a slight wing, and I'm gonna go ahead and tight line with the Stella Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliner, and that's in black. I know it looks a little bit scary, but it makes such a big difference. It just makes your lashes look a little bit more thicker, and it just pulls everything together. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. Like, it's much thicker, it's much fuller, it just ties in your eyeliner very nicely. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use the Sephora kohl pencil. It's the long lasting kohl pencil, and it's in the color, if I can actually find the color. Is there no color on this? Oh no, it's number 7, it's Infinite Beige. I'm gonna use that on my lower waterline. Now, a lot of people like to do their mascara first and then go ahead and do their concealer because they obviously go ahead and put their falsies on, but sorry guys, I'm not there yet. I'm not going to do the falsies. I've already done this full face foundation, the work, so we'll leave that for another video. But I'm going to go ahead and conceal using the Instant Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline. I don't even need to tell you guys this anymore because you know this is the only concealer that I use. Now I feel like I've already got a lot of foundation on, so I'm not putting my usual V under the eye. I'm gonna go on the bridge of my nose, a little bit around. Going once again with my beauty blender. I'm just gonna dab that out. Now you want to pat this, you don't want to drag because you don't want to move around whatever's underneath. You just want to leave everything in place. I always go ahead and do the under eye area last. Now moving back to the eyes, I'm going to use the 24/7 Glide On pencil, and that's in the color Roach. And I'm just going to smudge it along the bottom lashes. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the flat stack brush, the same one that we used on the eyelids. And I'm just going to use that to smudge this in. Guys, since the Maybelline video, as you can see, I'm still using the foundation. Well, I'm not using it every day, but when I need a foundation, I'm still using that. I'm still using the powder, and I'm actually still using the Big Shot Colossal Mascara. I'm actually loving the Maybelline products. And I actually recorded that video quite a while ago, so it's just, guys, editing is a nightmare. And I do all the editing myself, and I'm still trying to get used to all the apps, and it is very, very time consuming. So yeah, sorry about that, but that was a long time ago. And ever since then, I'm still using the products. I actually think this is almost finished and I need to go ahead and get a refill. It's my favorite part. I'm sure you guys have guessed it. Contour time. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills and my famous brush. I'm going to use this color over here, can see it from there. It's a little bit more of a cooler tone. Now from the spot over here, just where your hair kind of does that little half circle, that's where I actually place my brush. And then you want to work that all the way down towards the corner of your lip. So if I do that, I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but if I do that, you can actually see the natural indentation. So I'm just gonna softly do that in circular motions. Now I want most of my product to be in this area here, so that means the side of the face. And then once I know that I've used most of the product on that side, the rest of the brush I'll drag towards the center, but you don't want to have a lot of product here. Most of the product needs to be on the top. Guys, I hate my ears. Not hate, hate is a very strong word, we shouldn't use that, but I dislike my ears. They're so big. Something that I inherited from my dad's side of the family. Thank you, Dad. Then I'm going to use the warmer tone, which is this one over here. And I'm just gonna work above that. So you don't want to go anywhere below, you just want to warm it up above. Ooh, I'm loving that contour. Warming up the temples.
Now I don't take it all the way up because I do have a small forehead, so I don't need to actually like bronze up there. And then just sort that down a little bit along the hairline. And then to the chin. Rather the jawbone towards the jawbone towards the chin. And then we'll up the neck a little bit.
So back to my Jaclyn heel by Becca Cosmetics, and I'm going to use the shimmery color over here. Now you just want to concentrate that on the apples of the cheeks. Guys, look at that shimmer. Ooh, I like that. Now in this lighting it looks a little bit dull. When I turned over and looked in the other mirror, it is quite intense. So if you guys have done what I've done and you overdid it a little bit, I'm just going to use a big powder brush, go back into my powder. It's going to take a little bit of the shimmer away, but it's okay because we still need to highlight. I'm just going to work it over that. It also helps to smooth out the edges if you've contoured and your line is too harsh. It just helps to diffuse that. Okay guys, so while I'm at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my foundation. Now I know I'm supposed to do the powder beforehand, or rather before I started with the contour and stuff, but the thing is I don't actually want the powdered look because this foundation I have used it before and it is very matte and it actually stays the whole day, and I don't want something that heavy. So I like the natural dewiness, so I put very little powder, and I love doing it afterwards because the contour is already a powdered consistency. Yes, I know it's better to set it beforehand, but I feel like it already helps to set my foundation, so that's why I just used it on the chin, on the side of the cheeks, a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on the sides and on my forehead, and that's about it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. Now I've got this brush here. It actually came in one of my kits that I bought a very long time ago. I think it was the Victoria Jackson. It's a very soft, light, fluffy brush. And I'm going to go ahead and use the, what was that color? Champagne Pop, which is the same one that I used in the corner of the eyes. Now you just want to highlight on this point over here and then work it out. I can never get tired of seeing this, guys. Now I prefer building, not putting too much initially. Now I've gone ahead and contoured my nose, and I'm going to use that same highlighter just on the bridge and on the tip of the nose. I like using my fingers for this, guys. And then just a little bit on my cupid's bow. We're nearing the end, guys, so the last thing that we need to go ahead and do, or rather the second last thing, is the lips. And I'm using Love Bite by Kylie Cosmetics, and it's the matte liquid lip color. Now I always use a lip liner before, but I don't have this color. I absolutely love this color, Love Bite. I usually don't pair a dark lip with a dramatic eye, but even though this eye is quite dramatic, it's not very harsh. It's not like in your face type of thing. So the final step is to go ahead and use some finishing spray. Now I like to dry this while I'm at it. Kylie Cosmetics coming in handy again. They should actually sell this with a little fan. That's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you'd like to see. I'd like to say thanks to all of those who follow me on Snapchat, because you guys have been very quiet on Instagram, and if you do message me, a lot of you do it privately, and I want to obviously see some sort of like interaction on my Instagram account as well as my Twitter. I've only joined Twitter recently, but Snapchat, guys, you guys have been absolutely awesome, so keep those messages coming. As you can see, you guys asked me to do this look, and it's the first thing that I've done, so if there's anything else you'd like to see in the future, then let me know. Love you guys.
My hair's looking so flat, oh my goodness. Let me do Jen Atkins's butterfly to give me some life.